So we're going to make a quick video of mounting a Burris Fastfire 2 or a Burris Fastfire 3 to an outer impact MRA plate. So the first thing we need to do is unpackage everything. First off, we're going to take a look at all the different bags of screws. So the first one we have is a bag marked DVT, and in it you're going to find the dovetail, the alignment pins, and then the screws to mount the MRA to the dovetail. The next we'll have is a package of number 6 screws with 2 of them. And the next we see on here is a package of M4 screws, and then finally a package of M3 screws. Here we have a Burris Fastfire 3. We're going to be showing you how to mount a Burris Fastfire 3 or Fastfire 2 to an MRA plate. We're going to need 2 bags. First bag will be the bag marked M3 quantity 4. And then we're going to need the bag marked DVT. If you can see that in the camera, the bag marked DVT. And then of course we're going to need our plate. And finally we'll need our sight, which will either be a Burris Fastfire 3 or a Burris Fastfire 2. Here's an example of the instructions we can use to identify all items needed for installation. From the instructions, we can identify our alignment pin hole locations. We prefer to put them in a diagonal orientation, but you do have 4 holes to choose from, and you can orientate them any way you would like. After the pins are installed, you can take your Burris Fastfire 2 or Fastfire 3 and align it with the pins. When using the Burris Fastfire 2, Outer Impact does not recommend the use of the gasket plate. Next, we're going to select the appropriate screws for the Burris Fastfire 3. We're going to use the M3 by 8mm screw. So we'll take the screw, align it with the sight, and we want to torque it down to 12 inch-pounds. That's 12 inch-pounds, and that'll be upon final installation. After snugging up the screws, we'll check to make sure the screws don't protrude below the bottom of the plate. And this is the reason that we do a test fit prior to mounting the MRA on the gun, just to make sure that there's no screws that are going to impact or scratch up your gun. If you're going to use the Burris Fastfire 2, you'll want to use the M3 by 6mm instead of the M3 by 8mm. We recommend using a liquid removable thread locker on all threaded surfaces upon final installation.